Fan favorite for sure. Speaking of which, John Wick 4 gonna bring out the Roy to start things out. I'm assuming Lumi with the, with the puff.
Yep. Jeph, well-known puff man.
Yes, Jeph.
Yes.
Excuse me. Oh my gosh. It's been a long day.
Yeah, it certainly has. I got like 3 hours of sleep last night. I am.
Oh boy.
Going right
All right.
now. We are rolling. We are going PS2.
Yep.
And yeah, it is time for some Roy puff action. Kind of reminds me of Melee when Roy could just like insta-go puff.
Yeah, with the reverse uppy, right?
Yep, and then Puff could just rest Roy, and it was really fun.
Yeah, I feel like even with that low quirk, Puff's still probably favored in that matchup. This one though,
Yeah, this time I'm not sure. I mean, certainly it's a bit of a role reversal of Melee, where you got top-tier Puff and kind of mid-tier Roy in this game. It's
yeah, a bit of a
roughly
reversal. for
top-tier
sure.
Roy and roughly... Yeah, it's not quite as big a gap in this game. But Puff wins this matchup?
Really?
I mean, it does kind of feel like a matchup where Puff would not be too terrible compared to some other high tiers. Yeah, I would not. It wouldn't surprise me that Roy wins this matchup. Yeah, that is a good point. I feel like the Roy combos, because they still work, right? Most of them.
Yeah.
And if they don't,
Raw
just
hits
don't.
as well, right?
Puff doesn't really have any like range, so she kind of has to stick her foot into the sweet spot range of Roy's aerials in order to get anything done. Yeah, like look at that. Like you can just swat at those legs. It's an active hitbox, but you got a sword. Wow.
Yeah, we have Caden behind us, expert Roy main, so you know, never wrong.
Yeah, there are no lies told in this entire stream. This is 100% true.
I literally called Jeph Lumi like 2 seconds ago.
We actually have lie detectors hooked up to all the commentators. If anybody lies, it makes a loud
That was
beeping
unintentional.
noise.
It was on purpose. It was on purpose.
I mean, John Wick 4 looking good so far. Has been able to at least swat at the Puff, right? That's what you got to do. You got those powerful grounded moves for sure.
How does Puff even like finish the stock? Like, you kind of need to get like a raw back air or
Yeah.
somehow set up into an edge guard. But it's like you gotta stick your foot into the fire zone in order to do that. And when you do that, you get burned.
Yeah, I mean, it's real dangerous. You gotta like navigate through, try and catch Jeff swinging, or John Wick 4 swinging incorrectly, but John Wick's so good at figuring out when you can properly press a button.
Okay.
Okay.
But it doesn't even kill.
Okay, edge guard though, edge guard.
Yeah,
That'll definitely do it. No jump.
Wow. All of that effort for a single stock.
Yeah, and right now, John Wick 4 just needs that, gets the trade.
Yeah, he was just back airing over and over again. Puff, like, how do you get back from moves like that?
Yeah, just a bit of a wall setup, right? Can't get through. And Jeph going into game 2, gonna have to rethink the game plan.
Yeah, I do not think we're going to see a character switch from Jeph. Do not even know if Jeph plays any other characters. Yeah, but yeah, more Roy Puff, kind of what I would expect.
Yep, gotta stick with both characters. I'm not aware of Jeph playing other characters. I know John Wick obviously has a whole cavalcade, but the Roy worked great. No need to switch it up.
Bastion is a very different stage, though. A bit less room to run around, a bit smaller blast zones, I think. So maybe we'll not run into the issue game 1 where you just can't kill Roy. Especially if you can like start landing these conditioned rest setups or any other sort of like habits you've picked up on, you can definitely see some adaptation, and you could see a game 3 if that happens. And already off to a great start for Jeph.
Yeah, and this time the hit and run gameplay working really well. Hasn't gotten caught by much.
I think also it's a big deal like to have the lead in a matchup like this, because when you're behind, especially like a stock or upwards behind, you really gotta like make stuff happen if you want to win the game. But if you're ahead, it's like your opponent kind of has to be the one to be forcing interactions to occur.
Ooh, look at that down smash.
It's just going to cut right through that. I don't think that ever works. I may be proven wrong, but doing the theoretical math in my head, I don't see any way those tangential vectors could ever come to pass.
Yeah, and Jeph once again has to score this kill, right?
Oh, that was a really brave dash attack. crazy pressure, just running straight up on Roy, and then a neutral air to reverse hit. Barely misses the edge guard though.
Yeah, and just enough magnet to get it. But still,
Puff being so light and floaty though is not going to get jared, and that means Jeph has the first substantial lead of the set.
yeah, and the jab doesn't lead into anything with Puff, right?
And now we're kind of seeing a reverse where it's like, okay, how does Roy kill here? You
I mean, something raw, right? You gotta hit like a forward air, something like, or forward tilt, something quick.
That back air could have done it,
Yeah,
but
weak
Jeph
hit.
was able to drift just far enough back before it hit.
Yeah, and these weak hit aerials are not going to be it for John Wick. Another
And
one.
it's staling the back air too. Not that it particularly matters if you're trying to kill a Puff at 142, but the next back air is going to be substantially weaker than if the first one hit its sweet spot.
Yeah, and I mean, the damage is trying to rack up. Jeph finding these straight hits here and there. Another back air, and at this point, it's got to be as stale as a
Yeah.
crouton, you know? It's not doing much.
Weak hit forward. I have never seen a Puff at 164, and I made these work by that character could not kill. But yeah, finally manages to land a single sweet spot, ending it. It only really takes 55% of extra credit. That is super easy to make back up in a single combo, or maybe one more hit afterwards.
I mean, still 43-55. This is basically an even game, especially with the stage position.
Yeah, and Puff being so much lighter, it's like that percent's gonna go a lot farther on Puff than it is on Roy.
Yeah, here's the offense that, you know, John Wick's looking for. Jeph, though, ooh, the rollback. Wondering if...
Yeah, Jeph as a player gets a lot off of like reversals and just like hitting you when you are in advantage like that. Like, oh, I am ledge trapping this Jigglypuff, and then suddenly you get hit by a pound, and then now you're the one at disadvantage.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, John Wick able to punish that little attempt in, though.
Yeah, I think John Wick 4 is kind of starting to catch on to the fact that Jeph throws out a lot of hitboxes well in disadvantage, and is able to just kind of like hold the position, block, and then as soon as that Puff throws out an option while in your airspace, you just get hit with a powerful aerial.
Yeah, and this interrupt game still doing some damage, but have to score a kill somehow, and that's where it starts to get tricky for Jeph right here.
This is definitely kill percentage, though. Puff has really strong aerials. Like, that back air would have
Ooh.
sealed it, but you are taking way too much percentage here. I do not think that Jeph can win unless a rest is hit, or an edge guard,
Yeah,
which is very real possibility, but
first things first, you gotta take off this full stock, right?
you do have to seal some too, yes.
And then we can talk about maybe hitting a rest combo, maybe finding that edge guard. We'll have to see. Finds the raw back air.
Yep, and now this is last hit, last stock.
Yeah,
And
but
that is the hit.
yeah, the immediate come off with the dancing blade, and it's John Wick 4. You know, I think that game 2 definitely going a lot better for Jeph, for sure.
Yeah, I mean, John Wick 4 definitely looked completely in control game 1, but then game 2 was like, oh man,